Hey, what's up, guys? Wanted to make a video here to show what I'm working on with player props. So I try to model it similar to what PrizePicks will show you on their platform. Only difference is we'll show our projections versus PrizePicks lines. I know, go over the PrizePicks. A lot of people just kind of blindly follow trends on here, which isn't the worst strategy, but 22,000 people are on Paul Skeens, and it probably has a good chance of hitting, but that's it. It's all you really get on Prize Picks. You just get just someone. Your boys are probably like, "Hey, how does this not hit? This is a lock." Maybe, but they're not giving you data, and they're doing that on purpose. So what I'm trying to build is something that'll actually show some edges that aren't going to be popular on Prize Picks because they're not trendy picks. They're kind of more boring picks, I would say, that you wouldn't even think about, but trying to prove that some of these plays are winning picks. So here's just the feature tab. We got some featured players with some of their props right here that we are liking. We'll have kind of our 5 favorite plays. They look like all goblins today. Then we'll have our top 10 standard plays, our top 10 goblin plays, and then top 5 demon plays. So this is just a quick feature page just to kind of show what we're seeing tonight that we like, or more of what the model likes today. So let's check out Acuna walks. See, so he's only walked once in his last 5. So most people are just gonna go over to his fantasy score because 10,000 other people have already taken it. And there's no perfect strategy to it. It's just I'm trying to build something that can actually be valuable and show actual winning picks instead of just random picks that are just trendy. So full analysis here. He's playing Eric Fetty. Not been good this year. And his walk per 9 is 3.7. So he's giving up walks. And especially with a hitter against Acuna, he's not going to try to throw him a fastball down the middle. So that's kind of how the model's built. We'll kind of find edges like that. So all he needs is one walk. That's just one leg to a parlay that our model likes today. We also like him for a single. A few other plays in here we like. All props is kind of designed to match what you would see on the PrizePicks site. So his PrizePicks kind of is set up like this. Try to do something similar. You can filter, what you can't do on PrizePicks here is you can filter on games. But I'll just go all. So looks like one of our biggest edges today would be Dylan Cease, over by 11.7. You could click on it, see where the projected line is versus the PrizePicks line. Show his last 5. And then show a breakdown of how pitcher fantasy scores actually calculated, kind of what our projections are and how we got to that number. So that's what we got there. You can type in any player. We'll just go Trouty Boy. And then I'll just show. So this number is a perfect storm score metric that I've created that it'll vary by each stat. So for total bases, it'll differentiate between walks because walks kind of measures and looks for other looks for other parts of his game versus maybe a total bases where it's more power based. So you can search any player you want, kind of just get our projections versus what PrizePicks shows. And go to the PrizePicks tab, and it'll show kind of just some slips that you can ride if you're following along here. So we got just a big play. Looks like a lot of goblins. Got 3-leggers here. We got just an all goblin play, and then everyone likes the full demon plays, so we got one of those as well. Just yep, other little plays that you can ride with. So I mean, the goal of this really is it's to help people, get slips that are legit, and B, it's also just for people to do their own research. So instead of just blindly following Book It with Trent or fucking Snoop Dogg on PrizePicks, you can actually do your own research and follow more than just what the trends are showing. So I still have some stuff to work on. I still want to show more on the analytics side of it because it's a lot of just stats right now, not really. I just wanted to paint a better picture, I guess, per game. So looking to launch it maybe sometime in the next month or so, but I don't want to just rush it. But yeah, let me know if you're interested. Let me know if there's features in here that you would want to see. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with the prize picks. We'll go over the slate. Today is June 9th, so let's see. Let's see. We got a couple over-under leans that we're liking here. I'm not touching this one because they're playing in a new stadium in Vegas that I think the score is 14-15 yesterday, so I ain't touching that one. This one I kind of like a little bit. Tang and Urania, their ERAs are looking good, but their advanced stats are kind of showing regression coming. So I think 10.5 is a good, or that's what our models got it at. I think 8.5 is a good spot. I mean, both their bullpens have been terrible. So if they're only going 5-6 innings, I think the bullpens will get blown up on both sides. So I think 8.5 is a good spot here. As you can see, we got 29th ERA, 24th ERA for bullpens. And then this is kind of the advanced stats of the bullpen and who's available. So, yeah, I think an over here is a good play. Angels are 7-2, and looks like we had a push, 7-2-1 to the over-under their last 10. The other play I was looking at was Philly-Toronto under 7.5. Vegas we got 6.5. Keep this short. I mean, we got two aces on the mound. Philly and Toronto have bats, but they haven't been performing as they should. And more importantly, we got some really good bullpens. So I think this is just going to be your classic pitching duel. We're in a dome, so there's no weather impacts. Got neutral stats here, so it's, there's no weather involved. You got two really good pitchers, two really good bullpens. We're projecting a 3-3-ish game, so hopefully no extra innings, but look for a 4-2, 3-2 type of game for this one. So, yep, that's what we got on the slate. Again, working on the props. And let me know if you'd be interested in getting early access to this website. Again, I'm trying to launch it sometime in July, but I'm not going to rush it. I want to make sure everything's dialed in first. And still got a few things and tweaks I want to do to some of the props to make it look a little more legit. And we also will show we show the slips, and then we also, here we can go back a day or two. Go yesterday. I think the props didn't do too well yesterday. Yeah, so I mean, this 4-2, almost had it here. Harrison got absolutely lit up. Looks like we had a nice win on this one. A couple losers here, losers here. So not the best day, but I mean that's still a 5-1 win probably. So maybe two goblins probably like 3.5-1. We had a good day a few days ago. Let's see. But yeah, we're not trying to hide any stats or any of that shit. We're trying to actually provide real edges that people can ride with. And I mean, if you play prize picks, you don't, a majority of the days you don't win. That's why I like to give the 3-leggers, because it'll give you better odds. It'll give you a better chance to win, but not as good of odds. But still, 5-1, still 5-1. So, what is this? This was the 6th. So we lost our losing slip. Looks like we had two of our 3-leggers hit. And then one of our 4 out here. So that's pretty good. We had 5 3-leggers, 3 of them hit. And every day we're focusing on getting better picks in there. It's a work in progress, but I'm finally feeling comfortable enough to make a video to show that, these aren't just random phantom projections. We're actually doing stuff that you won't get anywhere else. So, again, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Let me know if you are interested in this website. Thank you.